Hi guys! So today I'm going to be talking about egg donation. If you're not interested in this topic, feel free to stick around and look at this lovely cat. His name's Bob Marley. He's about a year old and he's adorable. He doesn't really do much. He's a little camera shy, but he's here for your viewing pleasure because I'm not as cute as he is. So anyways, so as I said, today I'm going to be talking about egg donation because it is something that I know a lot about. I just got done with my 5th egg donation and I'm still kind of recovering right now. It's been kind of a long recovery. It's day 5. I still can't wear pants. It kind of sucks. I've pretty much been living in yoga pants and hoodies until the swelling goes down. So let's hope I will get better soon because I am so sick of this. Anyways, so how did I get into egg donation? How did I find out about egg donation? A lot of people find out from their friends. I worked at a bar and I found out from one of my customers who suggested it to me as a way to pay for college and to also make extra money on the side. I took her seriously, much to her surprise, and as soon as I turned 21, I looked it up online and I sent in my application, which took a very, very long time. About a week after I sent in my application, they called me back and they set up an interview with me. During my interview, I was an anxious mess. I was so nervous. I was terrified of saying the wrong thing or that they wouldn't like me. So I got all dolled up and I tried to be all perfect, but as soon as I got there, I could kind of tell that they really liked me. They had a geneticist talk to me. They took my blood to see if I had any kind of diseases. They took my DNA to make sure that I didn't have any genetic diseases, and they asked me my family history, if anyone in my family has ever been sick. And then they asked me just basic questions like, what am I going to school for? What are my talents? Etc., etc. So eventually, a couple weeks down the line, they notified me and told me that they would like me to be a part of the egg donation agency and that I would be added into their database for other couples to view and to consider as possible egg donor matches. It only took about a month for me to get matched with a couple, and I finally received a timeline which would tell me when I would begin my egg donation medication. A couple weeks after that, I got a massive box in the mail full of needles and syringes, and I think that's the same thing. I should know that by now. That's alarming. I got alcohol pads, a little like disposable bin. I got all the drugs that you need that you are going to be injecting yourself with. It was just a giant cluster of confusion. So yeah, so it was my first time, and the egg donation that I'm a part of was very helpful in explaining to me what everything was for, how to do everything, and before I knew it, I was pretty much a professional at doing it. Like, I could inject myself with these needles with the lights off with my eyes closed. That's how good I became at it. And a lot of people are freaked out by needles, and if you are very freaked out by needles, then you should not be participating in this. If you're me, I've been that kid at the doctor's office that would freak out, scream, and cry because the doctor was giving me a shot. But somehow my need for money made me overcome my terrifying fear of needles. And the entire time you're kind of thinking, this is for the greater good. Like, these 3 needles a day for 2 weeks is going to result in somebody having a child, and this pain is nothing. And also, imagine being a surrogate. Those girls gotta make the babies, and that sounds a lot more painful. So yeah, I mean, I was scared of needles, but you kind of get used to it. First couple of days, you're like, you're so scared. You think you're dying. Like, I would do my injection and be like, this doesn't feel right. I'm having a heart attack. And then, like, 4 days later, I'm just like, let's just get this over with. This takes too long. I just want to get on with my day. Enough of this. So yeah, it's really not that big of a deal, and it's really not that hard of a part of the procedure as people may think it is. I mean, diabetic people have to do it, so, you know, you only got to do it for like 2-3 weeks, so just get over it. You'll be fine. But I'm not trying to persuade you to do it. I'm just trying to tell you guys that it's not as big of a deal as people may think it is. Here is what is a big deal, though, aside from the injections and the blood work and all of that. If you are the kind of person who is going to, in 10, 15 years, look back on this and feel terrible because you think that your children are somewhere out there in the world, then I suggest that you do not do this. I am fortunately not one of those people. I feel no kind of connection with whatever children may be out there. I kind of see it as even a less of a connection if it were like my adopted child, because it's just DNA. It's just eggs. I wasn't there to raise the child. I wasn't there when it was born, and therefore it really isn't anything associated with me other than it might look like me. And a lot of people are not capable of thinking like that, and a lot of people ask me, how can you do this? And it just really doesn't faze me. So if you're the kind of person who's fazed by something like that, I don't suggest that you do something like this, because it's really not a good idea. Even if you really need the money, you know, that money is not worth it if in 10 years you're going to find yourself hating what you did. In order to really go through this procedure, you need to be fully aware of what you're doing, fully aware of what's going on with your body, and you need to be fully aware of the consequences, which will be another couple having a child that resulted from your egg. You have these people who are having babies left and right that they can't even take care of, and all these people want is just one child. So it makes me feel really good that I'm going and doing something for them that will change the rest of their lives. So yeah, I think that just about sums it up. Thank you all for listening to me jabber on about this. If you have any questions regarding egg donation, feel free to ask me, because I know how it feels for it to be your first time and you're just so confused and so scared and you don't know what to do. So feel free to contact me in the comments section below or send me a private message and I'd be happy to talk with you. Alright guys, that's all for today. Bye-bye.